and everything else is just happening. It's been happening all day, folks, all day. Hey, what's up? This is Damien C, and this is one of the teepees I see out here right off the entrance of a public trail as I'm making my way in. I just wanted to point out a few things. Of course, this one's actually new. They make it look like it's old, but right here is the teepee structure, and there's several of them out here. And just check out the way this is just sitting there, perfectly balanced. And the way everything is crossed, you can tell it's not human. And behind there's a leaner, there's another stick on there, and they just made the structure. But here's the one point I always point out. I say, hey, these trees are broken in there. That's why they grow them out sideways, because they break them at a young age. And everybody goes, well, what are you talking about? Well, this is a good example that is permanently broken and grown just halfway and still there to mark that structure angle. And you can just kind of see a few things in here. I just wanted to point out as I make my way into the public trail out here on a beautiful day, starting off a new season. So like I was just saying, I got some fascinating structures going on over here. I mean, some real fascinating structures. Let me just kind of show you, bring you in to, look at that. It's a damn stick on. Look at this thing. I gotta be careful I don't step on. This is the worst mistake in your life. You know, might be snails, but don't step on one. That's easy. Alright. Look at that. And look at this. This stick is 100% placed here. And I know I'm right off the trail and everything. This thing is placed. Check this out. Like, look at that. And look how it's stuck up in there. Like, this is on there. Look at that bottom horn. And it's just, oh man. Bottom bark is like, it's like, oh yeah, we harvested the rest of the bark. Look at all that. Look how they just take it off. A little dirt pile. And look at this. I mean, this stuff is like, you know, you got that right here. Looks like a necks. Right there. You're walking up. And then this thing is all weird. There's a break right there. Look at that. That's a break. When I said them breaks, them halfway breaks, that's a fresh one. Here, I'll go show it to you real quick. So look at how weird this thing is. I'm sorry about that. Alright, so look how weird this thing is. A big old hole thing. Here. A little weird loop. Alright, check this out. Look how that's almost today. That's almost today. So I told you they were out here. I told you they were out there. Barely. And then look at the Y at the bottom. Look at this. I mean, just that's them. Like 100%. Like I can just tell. Like, look at the way this is all bent up in here. You think the wind, after they just said that just broke, do you think the wind did that? I mean, look at the way that is woven together. Look at this. Just a stick. It's touching like a teepee, first of all. And just look at that. And that's fresh into the top, too. And they got that little marker stick almost. That's about 8.5 feet tall. And this one's about 7 or so. With that one, might be a female. And the bottom just pointing out back to this thing. Look at the geometry. If you see it from this side, it's even better. Like, look at that geometry. It's sitting. See that? That's geometry big time. And somehow they're pointing down here where about this creek I'm about to go. I can't wait to get down there. There's something moving over there. Just missed it. Man, this stuff is unreal, man. I mean, this stuff is unreal. Look, I was just I went near the structure and they came looking for me. I went and sat down for another couple hours, and 2 times I heard this huge thump, boom. There ain't nothing falling out here. Twice, like another one 45 minutes later. That's what happened to me years ago. And I'm about to go down here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I'm about to go down here, and I'm trying to get to this like huge structure down here, but man, folks, what I'm telling you is I just had an account. Now, see these yellow flowers? They're blooming right now. But certain things like that grass, it has cattails in it. And all them deer jump out there at the lakes. You can see all them see all them stuff stripped out there. And certain things out here grow at certain times of the year, and it's all of a sudden it's like the sunny day and these flowers are blooming, but other things out here will not. Now I get this a lot, like, hey, what you saying that's about all this environmental stuff, you know? And I'm like, well, yeah, I am a Bigfoot believer, you know. I believe in nature and conservation, and I go with my heart, you know. I don't care what anybody says. You go with what your heart. No matter what your heart is. You know, people don't like it. You go with what your heart is. What you think is true. What's taught to you. So anyway, I mean, the pine cones even bigger. Like, they're mostly dead. But see, like, where I was in the area, the trees, see, like that one right there, there's no leaves. We're not grown. But all the other ones are starting to grow. Like, this habitat over here has like several harvests, and they're starting to harvest now. Like, they'll get the flowers, they'll get the ferns, and then they get the cattails in October, and then some other things come on with the deer jumping through. There's alligator down here at the very, very end where I'm taking to right now, where this creek is with this big X. This is one of the fields right here. I talk about this harvesting. Look at all the amount of trees out there that are stripped of bark. They're all over. You see them? That's like a bark field. Like, they just come out here, over here. I mean, look at them all. They're all over the place, and just certain ones. And some I noticed today, the bark was like starting to get off. Like, they use it like, I guess, pine cones almost. I guess it's kind of like a cereal. I mean, I don't know. And then there's the white, you know, like, look at that birch or beechwood. Like, that's worth money. Like, look at how it's leaning up there. It's tall, but it's just white. Like, totally white right there. That's them. Looks like a lip down there. It does, doesn't it? All of a sudden, nothing's blowing around right there. Oh no, it looks a little bit elongated to me. Maybe he's wearing something on there. Look at that face. Sorry, I mean, like I said, it's not me shaking. It's just I have like